Good morning. I thought it would be fun to take y'all along on a typical morning in our life. If you're into unaesthetic, real life vlogs, then stick around because that is exactly what this is. We started off the morning with some scrambled eggs and turkey sausage, and then I wanted to try and get the kitchen tidied up before we started our homeschool work for the day. Annalise absolutely loves helping with the dishes, and so she normally will come alongside me and help me put this up, which is honestly so nice and actually helpful. So I've never had a solid morning routine, but I have found that if I get up and unload and reload the dishwasher first thing in the morning, it really sets our day up for success. So while this doesn't always happen, the mornings that it does, our day goes so much smoother. So I'm glad I got it done this morning. Oh my gosh, y'all, I nearly had a heart attack when I turned around and seen this, but she managed to get a knife. Luckily, I caught it just in time. I normally try to grab those out of the dishwasher first since she does like to help me, but today I forgot about it. Now that we have unloaded the dishwasher, I'm filling it back up with all of our dirty dishes in the sink. Since it's Monday, I feel like our house gets really crazy on the weekends because I try to take off as much as I can. But as anyone with kids knows, if you miss even a little bit, even a few hours of tidying up, the house gets crazy. So we had a full dishwasher this morning, but thankfully I was able to fit everything in there. That is not always the case. And I'm a chronic tab flinger. Is that what you call them, tabs? I don't put it in the door that everyone else does. So I'm curious if you're the same way or if you actually put yours in the spot that it goes in. Now let me explain why I do this. We had a dishwasher that started acting up and we called a technician. He came out and looked at it, said that it was fine, but he told me to just throw the tablet in there, that it does the same thing. So ever since then, that's how I do it. I don't know that it actually makes a difference, but that's my reasoning for it. Having a clean table before we start homeschool is a must-have since this is where we do our homeschool work at. Some of the kids did have cereal for breakfast this morning, and for some reason, they always seem to forget to put the cereal box up. They also were all in a crafty mood last night, which I'm not complaining because I love to see them get creative. So they were building like little cars out of cardboard boxes. And honestly, I don't even know what all, but they had like all of this paper and felt and coffee filters out. Like I said, we try to use Sunday for a rest day as much as you can with 4 kids. So we didn't really do a pickup last night before we went to bed. While I was finishing up some last minute chores, my middle son was helping my youngest son with his schoolwork, and to me that is one of the sweetest parts of homeschooling. To see them helping each other and them being to learn from each other is just, it makes my mama heart proud. So while they were doing that, I came down here to do some laundry, only to realize that I never switched it over last night, and so it had gotten that stinky funk to it. So I had to turn it back on and rewash it. I go through periods where I'm so good about switching over the laundry on time, and then I go through periods where I forget almost every single time. So then I came up here to give the cabinets a wipe down. One thing that I must have, or did I say cabinets? I meant countertops. One thing that I must have are clean countertops. I cannot stand it when there are crumbs and stuff on the counter. I just can't do it. Same thing with the floor. And while I have my water in my hand, I had to take a quick water break because I'm trying to stay up on my water intake to balance out all the caffeine that I drink. But some days that's easier said than done. I came over here to check on the progress and see how it was going. And Silas was so excited about his work. He just wrote this 8 and it was so good. At this point, I sat down with him to help him go over a unit review on his language arts. He did great, but we do have to practice on our vowels because he apparently did not remember those. We've been sick for like the past 2 weeks, and so we had not really been able to get to school. Also, our washer and dryer had went out, and it was out for like a week, and so that's why you see all of this laundry in here. I'm still trying to catch up. It's just like having housework. Like if you miss one day, you're 10 weeks behind, it feels like. Honestly, I've never been so happy to be able to do laundry. And just like that, it is time to make lunch. I love having something that's already meal prepped during our homeschool days because then I don't have to stop and throw everything off track. But unfortunately, I did not have anything today. I thankfully did have some refrigerated pizza crust and all of the stuff to make a homemade pizza. I dropped the pepperonis, but you best believe we still used them. 5-second rule, am I right? And if you're thinking, I would never, well, you're a better parent than me, so pat yourself on the back. This has been a go-to lunch for us lately because it's so quick, it's so easy, and the kids actually like it and don't complain about it. Which, if you're a parent, you know how frustrating that is. Also, this is what a homeschooling table looks like. We've definitely got to get a bigger table soon because we can't hardly fit everything on there, especially when Silas pulls out 2 of the biggest games that we have. This little scene made my heart happy. And while I had the oven preheating for the pizza, I decided to come in the living room and pick it up real quick. There were games scattered from last night, some random clothing, and the nugget was, you can see, it was thrown all over the room. Staying on top of chores as a mom is basically just all about habit stacking. Whenever you have one thing going, for instance, the washing machine, the dishwasher, find something else that you can be doing. So while the oven is preheating for our lunch, I'm working on this. It's really the only way to get anything done as a mom, as a parent. So with 4 kids using this nugget, I find myself washing it quite often if I want it to actually be clean. So I'm doing that today. I had to take the covers off, and honestly, it's kind of a pain. But since I've done it so much, guess I've gotten it down to a science, and it's not as hard as it used to be. And probably the covers are a little stretched out from being taken off and put back on so much. But this was a gift for Annalise for her first birthday, and that's why it's pink. I do love the color, but since it's in our living room, I kind of want something a little more neutral to go with the decor. But the price of a cover is pretty expensive, and so I had the idea, what if I got that RIT, I think that's how you say it, RIT dye, and colored it myself? If you've done that, or you know somebody who has and it worked out fine, please let me know so I know if that's the right decision to make. Honestly, this cover is like so worn out. I don't think there's any hurting it if I did and it didn't go exactly right. So if you think I should just go for it, let me know in the comments. Now that that's taken care of, I came back to finish my pizza. Of course, I'm doing half pepperoni and half cheese in an attempt to please everyone, which is basically impossible with 4 kids, but I still try. Lunch is served and it was as delicious as it looks. And now it is time for my most dreaded task of laundry, which is folding it. One of my goals that I like to accomplish daily is folding at least one load of laundry to stay on top of the madness. when I watched this part back, I cracked up. This is the reality of filming around kids. This is where I'm going to leave you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed this video. That way I know if I should keep making more of these. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!